Well, hello again. This isn't a Wainwright walk with a local lad. As you can maybe see, we've got limestone here. I'm in the Yorkshire Dales, up above Wensleydale. And this hill behind me is called Addlebrough. And that's where I'm going today, at least to start with. We'll see how time goes and the wind. Well, we're on the access land now, and this will only be a short walk, full of interest though, I hope. Right, well, I hope you can see over my right shoulder here, that's Summer water. Fighting the wind here, and yeah, this level is on top of the gritstone cap, and then we'll go a bit higher and get on the limestone. Right, well, I hope you can see this. Got the sun behind me, so it could be blown out, but I think that's the hard work done, and we'll see what there is just over this brow. Right, well, that looks like a trig point over there, but it's definitely not on the highest point. We'll go over there first anyway. Well, now I've got here, I can see it's not a trig point. And as I just walked around there, I thought it might have had a plaque on it in memory of someone, but it hasn't. What it has got is a great view to the east. So that in the distance is Pen Hill. Hell, it's windy. And in the far distance, of course, the North York Moors as we look down Wensleydale. But the main reason for me coming up here was what there is over there. So that's where we're going to next. So this is all that remains of Addlebrough Ring Cairn. It's thought these stones have been moved and they aren't in their original positions. And the reason they were moved, well, I'll show you that now. So several of these stones have rock art on them. And the dimples are cut marks, thought to be Neolithic. It's quite likely these stones were reused, perhaps from somewhere else, or perhaps here, and that, just above the centre of the frame, most definitely isn't Neolithic rock art. Unless they were using benchmarks 3,000 years ago. God, windy. Well, there's one thing for sure, you can never have it too windy, can you? Anyway, that's a better view of Water, and the hill behind it is Weather Hill. On the north side of Weather Hill is the Roman road which runs down to Bainbridge. Right, let's get off this edge. Well, I'm starting to feel like Indiana Jones. Oh dear, it's quite a test of one's resolve. Yeah, anyway, got to plough on. Now this is Stony Raise, and I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. And this is another one of those places where you think, how did they get the manpower to move all this stone? Behind me is Addlebrough, where we've just come from. And it's been bloody hard work, let me tell you. Now people requested not to walk on this. It's had enough devastation in its life. There were a number of open kists until 1990, but yeah, such a shame. So what exactly is Stony Raise, and how old is it? Well, there's evidence that it's a kerbed cairn, and it would have had multiple burials in it. As I said, there was a number of open kists until the 1990s, and yeah, it must have been a special place for someone anyway, or some people. I'll try and give you a better overview from the top of this bit of a hill here. I'll see you up there in a minute. So that's Stony Raise, thought to have been built between 3000 and 2500 years BC. So it's been there a bit, and it's only the last few hundred years that it's got damaged. Says it all really, doesn't it? And Addlebrough behind. Anyway, I've got to plot my escape now from here to get back to the car, and when I've done that, I'll no doubt see you on the way back. Right, well that's me nearly back at the car. Well, you've enjoyed that short walk, although it's felt quite hard work, difficult terrain, to Addlebrough and a visit to Stony Raise. Right, and finally, I'd just like to say thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you click like, that would be fantastic, and I'll see you next time.